What's up everybody, Cats007, and today bringing you guys some Cowboy gameplay. And in this gameplay, I'm going over some new kiting styles for me to adjust to Cowboy's recent adjustment. Now, starting off with this custom, you're gonna see, and in the gameplay coming up, I'm going to be kiting a lot in the open, and that's for a special reason. Now, starting off with this custom game, going against Daku's Bonbon, and Daku is probably one of the most feared bonbons in this server. And when you're going against a Bonbon, you want to make sure you constantly transition kite, because if you're going against a Bonbon like Daku's, he will feed off of you tight kiting and constantly nail you with bombs. And you'll see in the gameplay that every time he gets even an inch close to me, I end up getting bombed. But it's the idea of constantly maintaining distance. So he has an up build, destroy my pallets extremely fast, every pallet I throw down. So I'm going to use the lasso, trying to maintain as much distance as possible. So I go into no man's land, lassoing all the way back towards Shack. And with that speed boost, it allows me to get even closer. So look, even if I get medium to even short distance, he is super close to me. I end up instant lassoing over the blink here. Insane prediction, because he thought I was going to lasso to the, whatchamacallit, to the 3 pallet. But I end up lassoing over him because I know for a fact, listen, I'm in the middle of the map. So it's either I take 3 pallet, or I can go back to the original pallets I had and go over there with that speed boost. That speed boost really does make a difference. And with this speed boost, it really does help you transition. So within this playstyle, it helps me determine a fact that, listen, I can develop new playstyles. For example, like this, I was in the open going towards container. And in terms of container, I don't want to be stuck at container where there's really one pallet for me to work with. I'd rather go back to Shack, take that speed boost from the window and take a bomb hit, rather than taking a full complete hit and in a bad area, for example, like container. So this speed boost, all I just want to say, it really does help you transition a lot. Like so, I was going towards the open, used the lasso to pull me back. Now I was hoping that confined space would be gone, but that thing takes forever, and he's catching up to me. But even if he gets remotely close, Daku is just landing all of these bombs, lasso over the hit, and I'm just constantly maintaining this with that speed boost. But as soon as I get trapped, it's just instant bomb after bomb after bomb. He did an amazing job, and much love to you, Daku, for wanting me. Moving on into the gameplay, going into BQ and Ever Sleeping, and now I'm over here decoding. And Cowboy really struggled against BQ before the adjustment, a lot. And with this new adjustment, I find it much easier to counter her. Now, Blood Queen is still a counter to Cowboy, don't get that wrong. But there's more versatility and creativity when it comes to using the speed buff to get away from her. And if you're going against a Blood Queen who mirrors on top of you, you usually want to lasso a pallet so you go through the image. So it's going right into the gameplay. Prisoner's Kai, found the prisoner first. I was actually hoping she would catch me first so I get some footage. Usually, like, one of the main reasons why I rank is like to get footage for YouTube, but that's besides the point. So prisoner is on the tram. I've never seen this perspective. I thought it was kind of cool just to, like, watch it, you know, from like a gameplay perspective. So Seer ends up giving the prisoner an owl when he was in the tram, so I guess he activated immediately. So good call on the Seer, I guess, but he should have watched the prisoner. Prisoner gonna set up a link. The owl ends up going away as he establishes the link. Blood Queen gets a hit. However, by him taking that tram and transitioning, he wasted enough time for me to pop a cipher. So theoretically, it was around a 70-second kite, which wasn't bad. As a prisoner with no stun against a BQ, that was phenomenal. I'm doing a cipher, Dark is doing a cipher, and at the same time, we're working on it all together. And as soon as I finish my cipher, I'm gonna go transition to Dark cipher and get that done. Dark is rotating to go for the save. She's going around the long way. She mirrors, but there's no one at that cipher yet. So Dark is transitioning. Sorry, I yawned. Hey, I be yawning in all my videos. She noticed that the Blood Queen wasn't there, so it's a free save. Good call on Dark's part. Instead of being patient, she said, listen, the hunter's not there, free save, I'm out, took the body block, and I'm gone. I said, Dark, don't do your cipher, go do a new cipher. I finished cipher. Now I'm gonna go rotate towards the middle, trying to find where the prisoner is. Now, as you can see, as I'm approaching middle, right, I can't instant lasso anymore. I can't instant lasso as soon as the hunter picks it up, so it forces me to change my playstyle. And if the prisoner where he was before and I had the ability to instant lasso, I would have been fine. But now I have to literally mind game with the aim assist lasso, and that's gonna take a lot of work. I'm not even gonna play with you guys. It's a whole different place that I have to adjust to. I hold my lasso out, so if she mirrors me, I can just lasso right over her and I'll be fine. But it's a whole other adjustment that I have to get used to, and a playstyle that I gotta get accustomed to. Picks him up, but look how close he is to the chair. It's either if I do it or bust, and I end up missing my lasso here because she timed it correctly. I'm going back and forth. I cannot afford to get hit here, but after I use my lasso, I don't have anything to get away with, and she hits me here. So it's probably gonna be darker to go for the save. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can get it. Maybe I can get it. So I lasso over her, trying to make sure she doesn't hit with the mirror, but she ends up hitting the seer, and that's stopping Cypher. So awesome play on the Blood Queen's part. So it made it seem like she was targeting me, but in reality, she actually went after the seer. Very good call on this Blood Queen here. She dropped the prisoner, trying to bait out my swing for my lasso. And as she gets close to me, I lasso over her, trying to make as much sense as possible. I'm hoping that the prisoner can struggle free, but I don't think he's running max struggle because she dropped twice. And in terms of builds for survivors to help out Cowboys, I really do think that max struggle speed and sticker build will really benefit a Cowboy in the long run. So you see me whipping out my lasso, and she's focused on me for me to go for the save. And she's focused on me. She ends up getting hit by the tram here. So, fear of the lasso. So she ended up getting scared I was going to lasso over and actually get the save. Or I pull my lasso to begin with. So by her paying attention to me, she didn't know the tram was coming behind her. Messing with her camera angle. And Prisoner does Peloton. She goes around. I have my auto aim locked on. Before she swings, I get the pull. And trying to maintain as much distance as possible. Forcing her to use her mirror. I run back towards her, get the swing and the body block. Because the Cypher is going to be primed soon. And I know for a fact I have to waste as much time as possible. That mirror is literally trailing that prisoner. The Cypher is so close to being primed. It's at 80 right now. Dark is going to head towards the gate. She's super close in the prisoner. I think he ends up going down before the Cypher is even primed. And the Cypher should be around like 94%. And now I'm healing. But he's dead on chair, so we might as well just pop it. And now they're going to go to that gate. So I'd rather split. So if she chases me in the open. Because I know for a fact I can waste time because she can't mirror on top of me. So she's forced to use her main body to chase me because I'll just lasso over her mirror. So I run towards her. She ends up teleporting on top of the Merc. And now I'm like, okay, well, you're doing that gate. I'm doing this gate over here. Rector's going to transition kite towards me. Making his way across the map towards me. Dark can use her elbow pads. And I'm over here opening the gate. Gate's almost open. It's around 70, 80. Going to be open soon. Dark is making her way over here. Wreck is already here, so I assume the Geisha, oh my god, Blood Queen is right behind him, so I end up pulling him instead. Dark is making it towards the gate. She's already hit. I'm like, Dark, can you make it? She's like, yeah. I don't know if I can make it though. She mirrors. She switches back to her main body. Dark is super close. I end up pulling with a lasso right before she swings. GG's. I'm Catch007, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.